I'm Mark, and this is Subliteral Network. I make art and comics, and thanks for watching. Remember to hit like and subscribe and to leave your feedback in the comments. I post art daily 5 days a week on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and this is a roundup of some of that work in case you missed it, with a little more detailed description added. You can read my Una the Cave Blending comics free at radiocomics.com, and my one-shot comic called Searchers is available at burningstarcomics.net. Visit my Patreon page if you'd like to support my work. There's a growing gallery of art and comics to see and enjoy. All these links are in my description and bio, so please watch till the end so you don't miss anything. I have a good handful of drawings of this particular giant woman. One of the tricks to drawing giants is to draw them in scale in a picture somehow that they have to be drawn against stuff that makes it clear that they're giants. I need to pay more attention to that. I put like these giant rocks and small trees back there. Doesn't quite do the trick. But that's what these little informal sketches are for. I wouldn't have recognized the problem unless I had kind of executed the drawing and then looked at it and said what's right and what's wrong with it. On the other hand, over time, this character is really growing on me. Like when you're a giant, you don't really have to take a lot of crap from anybody, and it can distort your personality so that, I don't know, maybe you're a little more violent and direct than you would be if you really felt that somebody could beat you. And lately I'm finding that character is a lot better. Characters are a lot better when they're flawed or even kind of have these bad personality traits that kind of stimulate a story or start a story. And look at that face. You know she's got some kind of story. I used to do, believe it or not, a lot more children's art in the past. But recently I got into this whole idea that I had. Like it's like a witch girl and her all-terrain flying submarine tank thing that she has. So the idea is it's kind of made of wood mostly on the outside, and it kind of runs by magic, but it's also kind of mechanical. I don't draw enough machines and tanks and planes and cars and stuff. I don't, because a lot of the work that I'm doing just doesn't kind of call for it or require it, but I have to figure out some way to do more of this, because I just really like doing it. This is what happens when you think your sketches are starting to get boring. So I decided I'm just going to draw like an elf girl cannibal chewing on someone's leg bone. So at the same time, I decided to try to liven up my colors again just by throwing random insane colors onto the picture. Well, random insane colors, yeah, but I did try to at least have some kind of balance or thought to what I was doing. And yeah, this was done on a program called Sketchbook Pro, and I still miss some of the funky, weird little brushes they had in there. When I drew this space girl, I ended up thinking that the tentacles were the real star of the picture. Now, I've done some drawings of characters in spacesuits that I took like way more seriously. But when I start these kind of pulp retro style things, I always start out with like just drawing the figure and adding little bits to it here and there. I feel like the less I add, the better it ends up looking. So she's just got lines around where the gloves and boots go, and a little technical stuff up there that holds the helmet and brings the air in. But one of the things I like the best is, she's kind of standing on this asteroid, and you can just draw regular rocks, but this time I decided to do like these sharp, glass-like obsidian rocks, which maybe you get when like a star explodes. Stuff doesn't get worn down by meteorites and water and stuff. You got pure mineral forms. Thanks for watching. Thanks to my subscribers, and a special welcome to my new subscribers. I'm happy and appreciate that you enjoy hearing about my work, and I hope you can come back for more. Remember, joining me on Patreon helps me create the content you enjoy.